college football head looking forward to week 1 NFL. Jorge, how's it going?
Good, man. Good. How are you doing, Tony? How's it going, Ron?
Well, not too bad. Not too bad. There were some wins and losses. I definitely think the free plays did a little better than the premiums. I went 6-5, so definitely not complaining. Thanks to the Blue Jays getting a nice win. I threw that in late, as a late steam. I just kind of had a feeling the Blue Jays would show up on that one, and I got a nice plus money on that. So that helped with the winning day. On to today, week 1 in the NFL. Not complaining. I'm off to a 1-1 start in the NFL, so let's get it going here on Sunday.
I wish.
And that's there, Jorge. Maybe check your connection there, but you're back again now. You're back.
Oh, sorry, guys. I had both going. I wish I just posted all the dogs that we went over, except the big ones that we took long shots at. Most of them, we went Boise State, Iowa State. I mean, no one had Northern Illinois, though. But we can go down the NFL card. But interesting weekend of college football. But hey, man, like I said, if my off week's going to be 4-4, and I kind of went bad on my West Coast games, which usually kind of helps me, that's football, man.
Yeah, that is. And I just wish I had a lot of frees. The premium didn't. Of course, I took the bait there on Michigan, and that, but I liked Illinois. That was my best bet. That came home. And Nevada, what happened there? You were following that game more than I was. I just couldn't go out and watch it.
That was just a bad beat. 400 yards, time of possession, 36 minutes, almost 100 yards more. They drove down, I think maybe missed a field goal, just turned it over on downs. Coming down in the fourth quarter, got inside the 10 and fumbled.
Oh, jeez.
And it played well. I mean, if you take away the score and you had to try to put one up, you wouldn't have put that they played so poorly offensively. You'd put up that they put up more numbers. But you know what? Just like my under on Friday, man. I mean, all you can do is be in it till the end, man. Like I'll preach that over and over again. There's no such thing as hitting 60% your whole season and all your picks. All you can do is be in a game.
I know all three of us were in consensus, but the two main games that stood out to me was obviously that Missouri game and, of course, the Nebraska game. I think we all agreed on. So,
probably the revenge game of the year. We should have touted it as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, it was.
Where I dropped the ball on the premium was Tennessee. I'm watching this game. I said I gave a strong case for Tennessee. What the hell did I make it a premium?
Tennessee was my 10-star play of the day. Absolutely loved Tennessee in that game. I knew they were going to roll. Watch out for Tennessee. They're looking really good. They're going to be a tough out for anybody because that offense is rolling. That defense is rolling.
They look good.
Line play of the day. Loved it. Loved Tennessee yesterday.
I felt it would be this is where I like to play offensive versus offensive lines and defensive lines when they dominate the opponent. That's where I like to pound on it. I'm just like kicking because I had a bad week in week 1. I scaled back and I shouldn't have because my Baylor was in one that covered. I didn't play that one. I mean, just one of those days where I'm very frustrated that I didn't put enough premiums into the system after a bad week 1.
Well, the hard part about college is there's so many mismatches early on, and with all the changes now, I kind of reverted back to a little bit after the Missouri one, getting some bully betting going on, and it backfired on me in the last games. So that's all right. Like I said, hey, if I break even on my bad week, I'm more than happy with that.
All right, let's turn it to another headache.
UNLV plus 10 this week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. What?
72. They put 72 on the board. 72.
Yeah. And UNLV is a plus 10 dog. That's mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. I've already made a bet.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I've already made a bet.
I'm super skeptic on my own team, so we'll have plenty of time to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. He's gone through years of this, how many years it's been so bad.
I got like 8 black eyes.
I've been beat down.
And we haven't even got to college basketball yet. So
I know the talk. I'm good.
My God.
Can't get me.
Yep. That's how it rolls. All right, guys, let's get to this NFL card. You guys know the way we do it. We'll do 3 games at a time. So let's get underway here with this NFL week number 1. We'll start off here with Jags, Dolphins, Steelers, Falcons, Vikings, and Giants. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and you look at these the games in this spot, and you look at the Vikings and the Giants. Definitely not who they wanted to start at QB, but I think Darnold was going to get the start here, even if JJ didn't get injured in that one. I know they were trying to push him up there, but with Darnold in the spot for the Vikings, it's still question marks. He's got all the weapons, so definitely Justin Jefferson's there. He's got a good running back, and it's the Giants. But for me in that one, you know what? I am going to take the Giants. I don't trust Sam Darnold at all to move that Minnesota offense. And even if he does, I think Daniel Jones has shown that he can come in and beat Minnesota. Minnesota's failed to cover spread in many games. I believe it's 6 straight, 7 straight. It hasn't been pretty for the Vikings. They just seem to find ways to lose. So I'm going to hold my nose and give you the Giants in that one. And then you know where I'm going. It's only one way to go. This banner behind me, I'm a homer. And that offense for the Dolphins here, just got so many weapons. And we're healthy. We're going to run it up in this one. The Jags, I expect a higher scoring game, so I lean to an over. But I think when all the dust is settled in Miami, it is in Miami, and we got to come out ahead with the win. So give me the Dolphins in that one. Right, check out the video. I got a nice little prop bet for you, archived over at Tony's Picks. Definitely check out that video. A nice little prop bet on that game for you as well.
Absolutely. All right, Jorge, your thoughts on the first 3? You're on mute, Jorge. You're on mute. You're muted. You're muted.
Let's try to just cut off my background noise over here. But, well, I might need him on this play, so if he barks up, it'll probably be good. So, yeah, stick to Rod's prop play, because that homer display right there was awful, man. That sounds like me pitching my own teams here in Vegas. No, here's kind of how I look at that game. I still see the Dolphins a little banged up on defense like they were last year coming in. And you know what? Jacksonville's been a great dog. They're not a very good favorite. When they went up 6-2 last year, they had injuries. Their whole offensive line had injuries. I mean, Lawrence was running all over the place, got sacked 35 times. They're a little bit healthier now. They brought in some key pieces on defense and offense. So, they're flying underneath the radar. You got to remember, Miami is the team in Florida. When any Tampa or Jacksonville plays Miami, that's always circled on their schedule. They don't play all the time. So, actually, I'm a light lean on no, actually, that's one of my plays. I took the Jacksonville plus 3.5. I'm with Rod on the over on that one when I do think it's going to be high scoring. I think they're, Miami be able to score their offense. I think we might need some intervention. I think McDaniels might be doing a little bit too many drugs down there in Miami. When he showed up to his press conference with the glasses on, like he'd been partying on South Beach all night. Man, what's the matter with that dude? Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he looked like Don Johnson on drugs. Yeah. But
he just signed an extension, so he's happy. So
he did spend a little bit of money, didn't he? No, but I'm with Rod on the Giants. The Giants, you know what? Giants balled last year. They had nothing. They had no injuries. DeVito was moving the ball there and helping cover some spreads at the end of the game. So that's the coach has still got the team. I mean, if he could still have his third street quarterback who couldn't throw 15 yards, 20 yards down the field, and they're competitive and even stole a game or two. I was on them last year during that run. I was like, hey, no one's giving them a shot, and no one told them. So, yeah, I'm with you here. You know what? I don't know. Darnold, the way McCarthy was thrown, he might have started. If he got not get injured and kept putting up those numbers or letting the new guys play, he might have. So I think if he was the guy, Rod, if he was the guy inside the locker room, just not stated yet, which I think he was because he was chucking the ball downfield. I think they're going to be a little down. There's not the second one. Yeah, they'll play great defense, but definitely on the Giants there at home. On the Steelers one, I'll take the Steelers plus 3.
Homer there, Steelers.
Oh, it is, but they've done well on the road. It'll all be defense, in that game. But plus 3.5, they've covered his dogs. I hate Tomlin. But, he somehow usually makes the right decision in the playoffs. And there'll be some injuries in there. But, hey, Atlanta's got a new coach, new quarterback coming off an Achilles heel. I don't think he's going to be scrambling all over the field like Fran Tarkenton. I think they'll keep some things basic there. But the Steelers made some big additions on defense, man. If it was under a field goal, I wouldn't even look at it. But if you're going to give me plus 3.5, and Tomlin always finds a way to win as a road dog. I don't know how he does it. He does the hard stuff, but he can't do the easy stuff.
Trying to throw a curve at you too, right? Trying to throw a curve with that one as well. Who's starting? Who's the quarterback that's going to start? It's like Wilson's not going to start. As I think Tony's mentioned on yesterday's show that it came across this thing that Wilson was going to start. Well, he got on a plane and went with them. So It still isn't 100% confirmed.
Right.
Tomlin making dirty tricks committee already with QBs.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. It's going to be a lot of dogs for me here in this card today, and one of them is going to be Jacksonville. The issue here with Jacksonville has been their turnovers, and these things are fixable at the pro level because Lawrence, that's on his mind all off season during training camp. Take care of the football, and I think this is something they can improve on. I think the big concern here for the Dolphins is Chubb being out. Bradley Chubb, their pass rush, I think, is a concern here for me. So that's why I'll be on the Jags here at the plus price. Vikings here, I just have to trust the Giants here. Jones coming off that ACL tear, and of course, I just going to base my pick here on the Vikings is based on the receiver combo Jefferson Addison, and of course, Aaron Jones also a serviceable back. Although he was always hurt for Green Bay, but he's healthy here, so I'll look at the Vikes there. And in the game between the Steelers and the Falcons, I'm with Jorge there on the dog. Looking at Pittsburgh.
Don't worry, Tony. Give Jones a couple. Give Jones a couple series. He'll come look at it.
I know. That's what you got to worry about, right? To get the same healthy. Kirk Cousins' mobility, obviously coming from Achilles, didn't play in the preseason on a new team. See, there's a lot of check marks there that are concerning. Didn't play in the preseason. What's the chemistry like? I know they do these scrimmages, or these games against their opponents. Joint practice sessions in the preseason, but that's not enough for me. We know the Steelers have a good defense and expecting to pressure Cousins to test his recovery process, so I'll go there with the Steelers in that one. As I said, I think I like a lot of dogs on this card today. All right, let's continue here on our morning show here as we get ready for the next series of games here on this 13-game card. We will go here, and this set will be the Panthers, Saints, Patriots, Bengals, Titans, and Bears. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and you look at this section of games here. I don't know, Carolina, are they going to be improved? Well, I guess they can't get any worse, but they could get worse for me in that one. And dog at 3.5, I think that's what they opened last year, and I think they lost by 3 in that opener. But here with the Saints, I'm not going to back Carr a whole lot this season, but I think this is a spot that I will back Carr. I like the New Orleans offense, the new coach in there. He's definitely offensive heavy first. And I think New Orleans can definitely get that offense a move in with Carr as the guy running the show. Wow. Carolina, I just don't trust Bryce Young here. He's got some good pieces around him. He's got Chuba Hubbard, nice running back there. But Adam Thielen, he's got the pieces, but I don't know. It's just his decision making just is not good for me. So I'm going to go against Carolina in that one and take the Saints. You look at the other one here, Arizona Buffalo. Now how you're laying a touchdown with Buffalo. I can't do it. I don't want to lay a touchdown with Buffalo. Cover numbers. I remember this team is they struggle at times to cover numbers. And then everybody's like, this is the season. Well, they've been saying that for years. This is the season. And Arizona, as I said many times, I've picked this team to be a scrappy bunch. And I think they're the upstart Arizona Cardinals. Healthy. They got plenty of pieces. Give me the Arizona Cardinals who I believe they've covered, let me see here. Cardinals have covered each of the last 5 road openers. Give me the Arizona Cardinals plus the points in that one. New England and the Bengals. Yeah. We know what New England's offense is going to be like, but that defense is good. That defense is absolutely lights out solid for New England. And Cincinnati laying more than a touchdown. You look over the last, I believe it's the last decade, any teams laying over a touchdown in week 1 are 34-20 ATS over those games here in week 1 of favored by more than a touchdown. So I'm just going to blindly take the other side of that, plus the points there in that one. Give me New England plus the points and the under.
They go from Rod. We move on over to Jorge.
Yeah, I mean, extending a little bit of what Rod said. There's no receivers in Cincinnati. Chase is a prima donna. First, it was about money. Oh, I'm going to play. And now supposedly he has an illness. Yeah, he's got a mental illness. He's got to put his big boy underwear on and go out there and play some football and quit looking for some social media attention. Boyd's gone. Higgins, I believe, is hurt. You got Burrows coming off a hurt wrist. Again, I don't see them trying to throw 80-yard bombs, in the first series from scrimmage. So I take that under in that Cincinnati game. The Saints in Carolina. under. I mean, what else can you really look at in this game? I mean, I don't want to lay a hook with anybody, and I'm just not going to lay a lot of hooks on the first week of the season. There's just too many unknowns, and with only a 3-game preseason, which I hate. I used to love the 4-game preseason. You kind of knew what was going on. Players played more. They got hit more. They were better prepared. That's why we see so many injuries now. I'm a firm believer in that in the first week or two. It's because they just haven't got the reps that they used to get. That being said, Panthers close out the season on a 9-2 under tear. The Saints do have they've gone under in 7 straight games at home. So total being 41. If you got a 42, that's a golden play.
They're from Jorge, or I'll tell you what I think about these games here at this slot. Looking here at the let me just go back to this 1 second. Oh yeah, Carolina and the Saints. I'm going to take the Panthers here +4. I've been reading a lot about the Panthers joint practices, and there's a lot of praise coming out about Bryce Young and Canales and what they're doing over there. Saints is filled to cover 5 of 8 at home last season. The defense really played terrible down the stretch, giving up 400 yards a game to close out the season. I'm not a really big fan of that head coach. They're here in New Orleans. Carolina has covered 7 of 11 against the division. They've been competitive. I know they've been a bad team, but they have been competitive against the division to the spread. And in the favorite role, the Saints 6-12 as a favorite, and they've been 0-5 of the spread in their past 5 September games. So I'll look at the plus there with the Carolina Panthers. And New England and Cincinnati, I'm going to go under there. It looks to me that this Patriot team is going to be a really good defensive team, poor offensive team. And again, as Jorge was mentioning, the issue there with the Cincinnati receiving core up there. Burrow's back healthy, missed much of last season with that wrist, but I'll look at the under in that game. And I'm going to take the plus points here with the Arizona Cardinals. Murray is a dog on the road. I mean, his running ability gives defensive fits. Remember, he was injured a lot, and one thing about Murray, he takes a bad rep. I know he said some crazy things and question about his maturity level, but he does play hurt, and I think that screwed up his stats, right? When he had those bad outings a few years ago. But when he's healthy, you got upgrades at the quarterback. Upgrades at the receiver position. We know the talent's dropped a little bit for the Bills on the with the receivers. Marvin Harrison, first round pick. There's talent surrounding Murray, and he's got the running ability. I got to take those points there with Arizona. All right, let's continue here on the morning show here, joined by Jorge and Rod as we get ready for the next series of games. We'll do a quick promo here. Rod, what do you got for sale?
And for me, for sale over at Tony's Picks, I've got a nice NFL Sunday ticket, nice little 5-pack for everybody. It includes some morning games, some afternoon games. So definitely jump aboard that 5-pack. And then I also got my 10-star play of the day, my top play on the board in today's NFL action. We're 41-30 on it over the last 71 days of my 10-star play of the day. So head on over, scoop it up over at Tony's Picks.
All right, quick promo segment here for you, Jorge. What do you got for sale?
So I got my 10-star NFL Vegas Sharp total of the week going. I also got my AFC underdog of the week. I kind of already said it, but if they weren't paying attention, they'll have to buy it. And that's early morning 3-pack going with those picks in there. Of course, I'll do some late steam additions and may even look for some afternoon baseball if I can steal a line. Usually when all the attention switches over to football, they kind of get a little lazy with the baseball lines. And I just had some luck with them, poaching one here or two or there. I usually end up with a winning record. So definitely we'll have some late steam if anyone buys a weekend package or a week package.
There you go, guys. I had a best bet on the board, also a multi-pack for you as well. So get on board. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will knock out 15% off all premium pick packages. Link in the description. Get to our site. All right, let's get to the next series of games. I think I might have jumped the gun there on that last game. I think I did, right? All right, so what do we got next here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cardinals, Bills, Texans, Colts, Raiders, and Chargers. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and look at in this one, in this time, what should you go with? Arizona?
We did Arizona last section, right? Tennessee, I'm sorry, Titans, right? Titans, Bears, Texans, Colts, Raiders, and Chargers. I think my line service might have mixed the game.
I think it just, I think something happened with the line, and it just bumped up on you. So.
Yeah, I think so.
Ron and I screw them up all the time anyway, so you don't worry about it. Destroy the crew.
This definitely takes getting used to.
Yeah. So you look at this time slot, and you look Tennessee and Chicago, and everybody's high on the Bears. That's what I see. That line moved up to where it is now at 4. And you know what? Where it is now, I like it better with Chicago laying less than a field goal, but now at this number of 4, I would take the +4 with Tennessee. That defense on Tennessee is always solid and definitely a scrappy bunch. I think they can show up the Bears. Keep it close. I don't know if they outright the Bears, but at 4, I think it comes down to who's got the ball last, and someone's kicking the field goal late to win that one. So I'll take Tennessee plus the 4 there. And you look at Houston and Indy. It's Indy's healthy this year, so I expect better things and bigger things from the Colts. Except they're in game 1, they are 1-9 in their last 10 openers. So this is a tough spot, but I like the over. I think both offenses can move the ball. We know what Houston can do offensively, moving the ball. And at 49, I think we get into the 50s. Give me the over 49 in that one. And then Vegas and the Chargers, only one way to go. Give me the under in that one. You know, this Chargers offense still has too many question marks surrounding it. How's some guys going to come off of injury? And for me, it's just I think this Chargers team's going to be almost like the Patriots. They're going to play a whole lot of defense, keep games close, and then try to kick a late field goal and get a win. This Vegas offense definitely not going to run people out of the off the field in that one as well. So I like the under in that one. I think it's open to 42 down to 40. I still like it. Give me the under Vegas Chargers.
From Raw, we move on over to Jorge.
I'll just stay on that game. The Chargers have gone under 12 of their last 15 games. Raiders running game is a question mark. I can't believe he didn't pay Jacobs. This new, and he's classic. When the Steelers came to play the Raiders last year, the Raiders had to go to a silent count on their own field. Yep. Because it was so loud. There were 60% Steelers, and Davis. I mean, he's been decent for Vegas. He's helped out. He bought the Aces who weren't making any money. Donated $1 million to UNLV. I mean, you do a little bit more, but he's okay. But at the end of the day, they were grilling him about the crowd noise, and he said, "You know what? It doesn't matter." He said, "This arena will fill up every Sunday."
Yep.
And it's because it's a retail market, man, and for us that means that the visiting fans are always going to want to come to Vegas. Now they have an excuse that they can catch the football game after they're partying all night. So that's it has its allure, and that's just is what it is. That's why.
And I'll add the international tours because of how popular the NFL's gotten overseas.
Right. So I mean, Vegas is Vegas. So when it comes to that, on that Tennessee and Chicago game, definitely on Tennessee plus the 4. It's still a rookie quarterback starting for Chicago with the new offensive coordinator, with the new quarterback coach, with the new everything, and they ended the year decently. Tennessee. Kind of up and down. They have a second-year quarterback, but yeah, there's no way I can lay a field goal over in this spot. I mean, he could come out. Williams could easily come out with a bunch of jitters and just not have a great game. He may not lose the game for him, but he might. So no way I could lay points with the rookie in his very first game of the season. +4 on that game, and I think it was. I'm not sure about the
Texans,
Buffalo or Cardinals. Oh, the Colts. Yeah, I got to lean to the over on that one, guys. And it's hard to bet against the Texans, man. I mean, if you want to talk about the best solid young team in the league, no question. They added some more pieces, so it's like no question. He starts to just prove to be. He might be the next Burrows. If he comes out and has another hot year. You know what I mean? So it's hard to take. And man, the Colts just don't play any defense. God, it's so hard to want to take them. Richardson, question mark. He did not look good in the preseason. He did play well last year, and preseason really doesn't matter. But it's good. If anything, I've just lean over to the total.
I think that pick 6 looked pretty bad on that one in preseason. No doubt.
Yeah, it cost me. Believe me, I know.
Oh, geez, yeah, I know. That's right. All right, here in this series of games, I will take the 3 here with Indy. Point production. Actually, home road splits. Texans road games down 4 points over average. For the Texans here. I think one thing to note here, a healthy Jonathan Taylor will help Richardson out there in the backfield. And to me, still the pass defense is question mark here for the Texans. So I'll look at taking the points with the home dog there. And again, with you there, Jorge, on that taking the dog here with Tennessee plus the points here against Caleb Williams. Tough to lay the points here with a rookie. Even though I think it was a questionable firing of their head coach, the Titans head coach last year. I mean, that one had me scratching my head. But Levis did show some downfield passing abilities last year. Pollard was a good pickup at running back, and he's got quality receivers around him. So I'll look at Tennessee there plus the points. And It's a Raiders home game, the Chargers. It just feels like it's a rebuild for LA Chargers this year. They have a small fan base. They let go of their receivers in the offseason. Herbert's got that. Well, he's healthy now, but he does have an issue there with his foot. So we'll see how that plays into it. But I'll take the points there with Las Vegas. All right, let's continue here on the show. Here, let's go. We got 4 games left, so let's just do these 2 at a time because it's the NFL, right? I want to throw 4 at a time at you guys. We got here Broncos, Seahawks, Commanders, and Buccaneers. We go with Rod.
So you're looking at this one here in Denver and Seattle. Definitely going to be an interesting game here in this one. But with it being at 6, they're looking like they're baiting you into taking Denver in this one. And I'm just not doing it. I can't do it. This Denver team on the road. Coming into Seattle, you look at Walker the third, and he's healthy in this one. And Denver last year, they definitely gave up the rushing yards. So I think he's going to have a field day running the ball. And with him running wild, a healthy Walker the third, and man, can he run the ball. And when he starts running, that opens up that passing game for Seattle. And they've got plenty of weapons on offense to hang there. Just don't trust Denver at all. And at +6, looks like they're baiting you now. Give me Seattle and that home field advantage. I'll lay the 6. I think they win by 7 or 10 plus. Watch out for Seattle. They're not as bad as people think it. And Washington to Tampa Bay. Ooh. This is one of the probably game that the least watch. It'll be the one that'll be over here in the corner. It'll be on, but I don't know how much paying attention to that game will be happening in that one. You just look and I got to take the Washington football team. You're going to give me over a field goal. I got to take it. Give me the Commanders plus the 3.5 in that one. Yeah, I don't like the QB on Tampa Bay. You paid him a pile of money. Congratulations. I still don't trust him. So give me the Washington football team plus the points.
Can't argue that one. Let's go over to Jorge.
I can't believe you're sweating Mayfield, man. Come on, dude. The guy had no job. He shows up for one Rams game, wins the damn game for him, goes and gets a contract, gets his team to the playoffs. Look, he was on the Cleveland draft. I was a Steelers fan. I didn't dislike him. The guy does good commercials. And all he does is, they're about to throw him out of the league like Johnny Manziel, and he gets a big contract and then wins.
Right?
That's how easy I look at that one. The Commanders are coming in with the rookie quarterback. If I got to pick a side on that, just off that alone, and then during the preseason, he lit it up. They let him out there for a couple series. He was slinging it down the field. I was like, one thing he's not unconfident. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about Mayfield, and he's gotten smarter at Tampa Bay. I mean, let's give the reality, right? You don't have to like the guy, but the mistakes he was making in Cleveland, he's not making now. If I have to lean on anything, I would go to Tampa Bay there. Again, I'm not big on any favorites really in the first week, but I will go with the under in that one. I don't see a lot of points being played. I don't think there's enough repetition during the early parts of the season. So definitely go out Tampa Bay on that one. This Denver game's interesting. He's pretty fired up over there as a coach. Very interesting stat for Denver. They cover the first quarter. They'll come down there and get that first drive, and then they'll take a crap after the rest of the game. But so kind of watch them in the first quarter, man. If you get a plus a field goal out there, which there probably won't be that high anywhere, but if it's +3 or something like that, they may come down and score some points. Knicks look good, guys. I mean, of all the rookies, as far as he doesn't have to be a static, and McCarthy looked good. Now he was having some bomb games during preseason. Knicks was having just like dink and dunk, no problem. Get it down, execute, do your 2-3 series, and get out. So. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not sold on putting Seattle into the playoffs. I mean, everyone is all over Seattle. But it's 5.5 is always an ugly number. Man. It is just an ugly number. So if I had a 6 or 7, I might take the 7. But let's see. Hey, Denver. Remember they got smoked in that one game that ruined all their stats.
Miami.
Then they started competing a little bit. So there was some growth there last year. You got to remember that crazy game where Miami rolled it up on them.
70, right? 70.
I don't think Denver is any good, but I don't think they're really bad either. So let's see how that game rolls out. Chargers and Raiders. I don't know, man. I'm not a Harbaugh fan by any means, and the fact that the NCAA gave him a mulligan and knew he was getting banished to the NFL, and they let him finish the championship perfect season for their TV ratings and their money for advertising. Yeah, I don't like Harbaugh. To say the least. I called that while it was happening. I go, this is BS. This is the same kind of crap. When NCAA does whatever they want in their determinations. I was big on that in my Tarkanian days. I know it, went through it, didn't walk. I did not take Maxon got rid of Tarkanian. I would not take a diploma from him. I did not walk in college. Basically all of that. And I've always followed the NCAA. So but again, Herbert is a quarterback who could come down and win the game. Super athletic. We already know he's brilliant, smart guy. If he can stay not being hurt, I'd have to go against the Raiders in that spot because I just know, as much as I love Minishaw as a person and he's a gamer, if he doesn't have a running game, they're going to be after him all day.
It's the return of the mustache magic. Come on,
Stash man in LA.
You know the guy used to walk. He used to walk around Washington State campus with a bottle of Jack Daniels in his pocket.
Oh, I bet.
No shirt, walking around with Jack Daniels in his pocket.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Yep. All right. The ones I like here in this spot here, I'm going to take the points here with Denver. Remember, Lockett's banged up for the Seahawks, and that puts a lot of pressure there here on that Seattle offense here. With
they got a guy named Metcalf.
Metcalf is there, so the Lockett is the one that's questionable. And again, Knicks had a good preseason to win the job. They've covered. The Broncos have covered 6 of 8 as dogs of 3.5 to 9.5. Seahawks have not been, believe it or not been a good home favorite. 2-8 to the spread is a home favorite of 7 or fewer points. I'm not a big fan of this coaching. I think Pete Carroll, they're going to lose a lot with Pete Carroll leaving. I'm one of the few Pete Carroll fans because he was able to rebuild a team and make them competitive, which is very hard to do in the NFL.
There's no doubt about that. These players played for him, good or bad.
And again, I've been a fan of Pete Carroll since the USC days, and I saw what happens when he leaves a team.
Homer.
Trust me.
Being a homer.
Trust me. Look what happened to SC when he left, right? They've been
true. Yeah, true. Isn't he back assisting now on the staff?
He's gonna teach class at USC.
He's back as a teacher and he's advising. Yeah, he's advising the staff.
Yeah, but he has a lot of charity in LA. And
he's solid.
When he went to the NFL, he never forgot about the charities that he had in LA, and he'd always come back.
The Trojans will never forget about him, dude.
They'll
take care of him until all the way through retirement, guaranteed.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, I'm gonna look here at Washington +4. Dan Quinn coming over for a defense that needs a lot of help. Again, the one-dimensional approach by the Buccaneers is what scares me because they have no running game. And that's really where you have to respect Mayfield because he did it without a running game. And that's very hard to do for a guy his size. So I'll look at the dog in that game. All right, we'll continue on. Someone asked about my videos. Yeah, my videos, 28 videos are being uploaded. But guess what? If you're watching the live show, you're getting all the pics right here from me. So there you go. That's one. I don't feel so bad when I do the live show. And I can't
damn, I got to do one for Monday Night Football now. We get 28 damn videos, and I don't got any. I guess I got to do Monday Night Football.
I know. You get up at 4 a.m. for this, but it's all right. I like it though. I like it. It's motivating.
You're an animal.
I'm motivated to do it, so I like doing this. All right. Let's continue.
You just get back into the routine. Once you get back into the routine.
Oh yeah, no. I've told Tony that. Tony knows that. I've been rusty. Yeah, I got 10 years. I got 10 years of rust. Yeah, it's a whole new game. 10 years ago.
Shake it off.
I'll do the rod dance.
Rod dance.
Make the pizza. Come on, just shake it off.
There you go. All right,
the strange brew dance.
That's right. Yeah. Let's close out this NFL card for Sunday. Cowboys, Browns, Rams, Lions. What a good set here. We'll start with Rod.
Yeah, that's one. Dallas is on the road. I'm going to fade Dallas on the road. I don't trust this Dallas team at all. You start 2 rookies on that offensive line and going here against a Cleveland team, and they're going to bring it. That defensive line will be running right at Dak. I hope he knows how to run because I think he's going to get chased down a lot today. I like the under there as well. In Cleveland in the dog pound, good luck. It's going to be tough. We know Dallas on the road is not where they play their best football. That's for sure. And I know it's a +2.5 dog. It looks like they're baiting you in there. I'm not doing it. Give me the Browns. They are the better team there in that one. Defensively, just altogether, I don't trust Dallas. I think it's a slug war, but Browns come up with the win in that one. And then the Rams were beat up. They're beat up all preseason and still got many question marks on this Rams team. I like the over. It's gone up to 52. We know both these offenses in that wild card game last year definitely put up the points and got well into over 50 in that one. So I think that's what we get here in this one on a Sunday night primetime game. We know the Lions can put up some points, and that defense on Detroit definitely can give up some points as well. So give me the over in the primetime game.
Yeah, from Rob, go over to Jorge.
Yeah, over is kind of tough not to look at that. Well, I mean, we know the head coach for Detroit's a couple short of a six-pack after the choices and moves he made in the playoffs last year. Like the one thing about Tomlin, he's an idiot during the regular season, but he does not do what Detroit did in the playoffs last year. You know what I mean? He'll go conservative. He'll do the right play. Punt the ball away, and not give the other team any advances. So the total definitely on that one. Oh, the side on that one's tough. I mean, I consider it even. Rams will be a little bit fired up and probably wanting some revenge in that spot. Lions might be a little bit comfortable at home. Probably be my lean in that one. But can you imagine being a rookie with Myles Garrett on the other side of the defensive line? Talk about the guys who are going to be crapping their pants the most this Sunday. Is any of these rookies that got to try to block him one-on-one? They're going to have a tough day there, but Cleveland is reloaded. I think Watson has a breakout year. He may be the comeback player of the year. It seems like he got over his addictions, unless they got a full-time masseuse there on the facility, and he only gets to have one, and he's got to stay with one, and she enjoys doing it, whatever it is. Getting his deep tissue massage. As long as they got that under control, and it took a little while. Then he was beat up. We got to remember he was awesome when he came out. And outside of his little weird massage thing, he's actually always been great with the community. He's good off the field. He's a good teammate. He doesn't say anything to ever disrupt the clubhouse, and he's been that way since he came out of Clemson. Dallas is just not good on the road. They keep slinging money out over there, and it is what it is. The NFL's a money-making machine, and so are the Cowboys. They always have been as a franchise. But as long as they got Jerry Jones as a head coach or coordinator on the sidelines and sticking his nose in there, they haven't won a championship since he started, since he got rid of Barry Switzer. He's the curse. It's the curse of Jones, man. And there's no way I would ever take them on the dog. At home, they'll light it up in their big giant stadium and their big jumbo screen. But I don't see him going into Cleveland with that nasty defense, wanting to go after Prescott and all his money. I'll take the Browns.
All right, Jorge, there on the Browns. How I look at these games here in this time slot. I'm going to look here at the Cowboys here. I just think I'll take Prescott over Deshaun Watson. It's his effectiveness that concerns me. I know Cooper exit, but there's some continuity with this Cowboys offense. Diggs makes the defense better for Dallas, but there's a concern there. They lost their corner in training camp. Diggs coming off a serious injury. The Cowboys defense was pretty good. I'll look at the plus spot there. Again, look at the line. You always see those 2.5. You just want to take the 2.5, right? Or right? Because Cleveland, home team with a field goal, you win the bunny. Yeah, I'll take the 2.5 in that spot. Rams. I know Aaron Donald. He's probably the biggest player to leave any team in the NFL this season. That's a big hole to fill. But Sean McVay just finds a way to plug these holes. For concern for me with the Lions, it's been their past defense trying to lay this many points with a healthy Matthew Stafford. Remember, this is a healthy Matthew Stafford. He was banged up last season. Remember that. So I'll take care LA here at that plus price. All right, we got you through here through this NFL card. We're getting ready for the baseball. So Steve Duncan, if you're out there, or any of the cappers out there that want to join us now. We're going to transition to baseball. Or are you going to stick around for baseball, or are you going to exit us?
No, I'm going to exit. I'm going to work on the afternoon games there, and I'll probably throw up a baseball game for midday on a Steam play for sure.
Let us know what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks.
Like I said, I got an early morning 3-pack. I'm definitely going to probably put some afternoon games out, throw the Sunday in there, and I'll definitely have a play for Monday night. And always look for the late steam. I'm going to be working on those. I had a little bit of a rough late steam day yesterday, but just had a good start to the morning, and just look to have a solid day today as well. Sign up for that 3. It's at least the 3-day as well, has it, correct, Tony?
Yeah, it does. All 3 Saturday,
3 days a week package.
Yeah.
You get picks emailed to you as information comes out.
On the late steam, the late steamed are emailed to the long-term subscribers. The regular membership picks are in there, but anything the cappers post late between 10 minutes and 2 hours of game time will be emailed to long-term customers. All right, so get on board with Jorge.
I'll be ready for baseball tomorrow.
You got it. And of course, remember the promo code Tony T at checkout will knock 15% off. All right, let's continue on.
Good luck, Rod. Good luck, Tony. See you guys later.
See you later.
Good day, Jorge.
Good day. All right, Steve, if you can join us. We're going to start the baseball, big 15-game card here for Major League Baseball. September baseball is here. A lot of first-time starters here on the mound today. Steve Duncan joins us here for the baseball segments. Welcome, Steve.
How you doing, bud?
Doing great.
Good to be back.
Yeah, great to have you back.
Yeah. I've been bad beats like this week has been brutal for bad beats, man. Right pick. I know it was a good pick. I still would have made the pick. Just bad beats. But
it's going to happen in baseball. And I'm not a big fan of this extra innings that screwed me on that under on the Friday night with Detroit and Oakland. 2-2 tie, and then boom, they combine for 9-17 runs in the extra innings.
That's
nonsense.
Holy
that's
crap.
That's why they call it overtime.
That's right.
I hate overtime. I want the under.
Yep. But Steve, you're going to get some line value this time of the year because everybody's focused here on college football and NFL. So this is what I would say. This time,
I got some NFL picks in too. Appreciate it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I actually have a best bet in the NFL today.
Nice. So get on board with Steve, guys, over at Tony's Picks Best Bet up there. All right, let's get this card here done from Major League Baseball. We'll start off with the early game. We got these noon Easterns. We got one noon Eastern down here. Rays, Orioles, Nationals, Pirates, White Sox, Red Sox. We start with Rod.
And in this time slot, just hold on, go Steven first.
All right, let's start off, Steve.
Oh, no, there we go.
Are you back?
No
You're back? Okay.
I'm back. We're good. In this time slot, you look, and Burns is on the mound for Baltimore, and he's been pitching well. But do I want to lay that price? This Baltimore offense struggles at times. So you're gonna give me Tampa Bay and Little at that price. You look at Little over his last few starts. He hasn't been the greatest. It's the walks. When he gets himself in trouble with the walks, it usually equates to runs. But most of the time, you get a solid 5 innings, 1 earned run out of him. Definitely pitching well has been Little. I'll give him a pass on the last couple. Like I said, he gets in trouble with the walks. And at that price, I'm going to go to Tampa Bay and the plus 180. Flexen's on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
Complete. And he hasn't flexed anything. And, he found a perfect spot here in the White Sox where he just doesn't flex and he just doesn't do anything. The White Sox been awful. It's just one of those things, and I think it's Bello if I looked at it for Boston.
Fitz. I think Fitz. It was a pitching change to Fitz.
They changed it to Fitz?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll give you fits, all right. So this Boston team will give you fits. This whole game will give you fits. I think both offenses can't get enough offense off of either of these guys. You look and it's one of those pictures, things that you're like, whoa, I gotta take the over. Give me the under. I think we got a low-scoring one as the offenses can't hit a beach ball right now. So give me the under 9.5 in that one. And then the Blue Jays. You look at Sales on the mound. You know what? This Blue Jays team's seen Sale a few times. It's not like they haven't seen Sale when he was over with Boston. So for me in that one, there's too much plus price to pass up. You look the last time that he did face the Blue Jays, he went 6 innings, only gave up a couple hits, 10 strikeouts, gave up 1 home run, but Toronto still got the win in that one, 4-3. So little lean to the Blue Jays and fading Sale because I don't want to lay the minus 275, and I want to chase a run line and odds with Sale as well. He's having a good season, but he's due for a clunker at some point.
You go with Rod. We move on over to Steve.
Yeah, in the Tampa Bay game, Burns has pitched well all year except for the last 3 or 4. It hasn't been at his best. There's no way I'm laying that kind of a price. I mean, I'm sure he's going to bounce back eventually, but until I see it, I'm not paying that kind of a price. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay just for the price. Yeah, just for the value. Little is not the greatest either, but I could see this going back and forth and being a one game, maybe plus 1.5 with Tampa Bay. You're actually not even getting a bad price at that too. So I would look at that. There, White Sox, Red Sox. I agree with the under here, 9.5. No, that's not the Red Sox right now. I don't care who it is. They're not hitting worth a damn. So, and the White Sox can hit worth a damn. So I don't see how that's going. I'm over 9.5. I can't see it yet. Under is the play there. Can't play anything else because of the price. Flexing will lose. That's about all you can really know for sure. And I don't care. I'm taking Atlanta with Sale. I'm -1.5. Rodriguez is just he's going to be good. He's still trying to figure things out, and it's a bumpy ride for him. So I just think Sale is too good. And I know I'm not a fan of the price here, and I don't know if I'll actually bet it because of that, but I can't do anything but take Atlanta with Sale here. So.
No Sale's price there, but you got to pay full price for Chris Sale there. No doubt about that one. All right. The ones I like here, I'll go ahead and take the Orioles here on the run line. The Orioles bullpen has been in solid form right now. The Rays, a team you got to be careful taking on the road here. They lost 6 of 9 on the road. Littell, not in good form last 3 starts, 8 runs, 3 homers allowed in 14 innings. Burns has been hit a little bit as well over their past 5 starts. But again, based on the bullpen and the Baltimore as a home favorite of this price range, I'll take them there. I'll be that guy to go over there in that White Sox Red Sox game. Flexing ERA over 6 over his past 6 starts. Both bullpens have been beat up over the past 10 games. I'll look at that over there. And in the Blue Jays game, I'll take that run line here with Atlanta. Atlanta's bullpen, as it's been all season long, has been really, really consistent. ERA 2.35 over their past 10. And believe it or not, here the Blue Jays 2-6 of the run line against the NL East. Atlanta 5-1 of the run line against the AL East. So they've got the number here for the East, and Blue Jays have not hit lefties very well. So that's how I'll look at that slot. All right, let's continue here with our baseball rundown here as we get ready for the next game here on our rundown, and it will be here Nationals Pirates, and then we will go to Phillies Marlins, and then the Reds and Mets. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and you look at this one, and you said the Nationals and the Pirates. So it's Corbin Day, and it's been good Corbin Day over his last 4 starts. He's been pitching well. Hasn't given up more than 2 earned runs in his last 4 starts. And you look at on the other side of the bump, I like Jared Jones for the Pirates as well. You look, he's been dueling and pitching since his return. This will be his 3rd start back. So you know what I like. Pitchers on their 3rd start back. I know he's given up a few hits in his few starts, but he's definitely going to be able to get to the outs. So that's what I think happens here. I like the under between these 2 pitchers duel between Washington and the Pirates. I think both pitchers go deep. We know Corbin's been pitching lights out, and Jared Jones is 3rd start back from injury. I think he has a solid game as well. Give me the under 8.5 in that one. And for me, it's just I got to take the Mets. They're just playing the better baseball. I know Luis Severino on the mound. You know what? He's picked it up. His last time out, only gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run against Boston. It was against Boston, so I don't hold a lot of hope to that. But he has pitched well. So for me, it's these Mets bats are hot. Luis Severino pitches his best at home. 6-2 at home. I like the Mets here to continue to stay hot. Just the Reds on the road, not where I want to be putting my money. And there's Cabrera and the Marlins, right? So it's Dirty Tricks Committee. I had them at Cabrera the other day, and I had him first 5.
Well, he's dealing with a migraine. So that's the problem why they've been pushing him back. So he's still expected to start. Actually, he has been cleared to start now. That's the latest on him. So he's going to start. He's been missed the past few days because he's dealing with a migraine.
Yeah, right. So big question marks on how he's actually going to perform in this one. So give me the Phillies to kick the snot out of him in this one. I don't think he has a good start. Keep pushing it back. Throws off your rhythm, throws you out of where you really want to be. And I think these Phillies bats are just too hot, and I think they crush him. Crush Edward Cabrera. Take the Phillies -2.5. I think it's a blowout today. Extendo -2.5. Big plus money on that one.
All right. We've gone over. Steve, you got your camera on, Steve?
Oh, my camera. What's going on with my camera?
We're seeing some graphic up there.
Oh, wow. I didn't notice it wasn't on.
Yeah.
I might have to go out and come back in again.
Go and come back.
Nobody needs to see my face. I'll finish this though. Okay, you can go first. I'll see if I'll go out and come back in and see what happened there.
All right. Yeah, give that one a try there.
All
Right. Yeah.
The browser has lost connection to the camera. Okay.
All right. So Steve, fix that one. I'll cover the games here. I'll look here at Washington. This is where you like Washington, a big plus price right here against the Pittsburgh Lane, $1.50. No, thank you. Corbin's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 4 straight starts. What did we said about Corbin, right? The contract year, right?
Contract year, yeah.
The contract, of course. No. All of a sudden, for 6 years, he stunk. 5.5 years, actually 5 years and 5 months, he stunk. So that last year of that 6-year, $150 million contract, I'm going to be good. That's what I'm going to be good, right?
So you'll just remember my last part, and it'll be really good. So it'll be like recent success. It'll be like, yeah, Corbin was good. He turned it around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. So it's Corbin month. It's Corbin month here, guys. Corbin month. Here he goes. He's allowed. What is he? What is? Let me see here. Corbin here is allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 4 straight. Jones over his past 6 in ERA about 5.5. He's getting hurt by home runs. The Pirates over their past 17, 204. They've not been good at this big favorite price. 4-7 as a home favorite of -150 to -$2, losing 7.5 units. Look for Washington in that spot. The Mets have covered the run line, 8 straight? This is a hot team right now. Man, they're covering run line. Not winning, but they're covering run lines. Give me the Mets here at even money on the run line. Sereno is allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 3 of 4 starts. Reds hit just 220 during the day. And, of course, you look at the Mets over their past 7, 5.5 runs a game. Their bullpen has been sharp over their past 10 and ERA under 2. I'll look at them in that spot. We got Seth Johnson, a first-timer here. We got – again, it's September baseball. You're going to see some of these first-timers in here going here for Philadelphia. I'll take Philadelphia in this spot. The Marlins bullpen has been really poor right now, ERA over 5. The Marlins aren't hitting very well over the past 7. This is a Marlins team that is 20 games under 500 at home, losing 16 units. So I'll look here at Philly in this spot. All right, we'll continue on. Let's see. We wait. Oh, we got Steven bringing back into the stage here. Back on stage, Steve, for this set of games.
All right, let's get back to it. What are we doing? We're doing
Nats, Pirates, Phillies, Marlins, Reds, Nets.
I'm going to keep on riding Corbin the way he's going right now. If you can get plus money for it, I'd say it's pretty equal. It is his 3rd game, and he's good for sure. Also like the under first 5 here, under 4.5 first. I think they're both up right now. I just don't want to take a chance on that. So I'll just go under first 5, but I also like Washington as well. And Reds, Mets, yeah, you guys said it all right. I mean, I'm not trusting Cincinnati on the road. They were online. Give me Extendo. I'll go with Extendo.
The Extendo clip.
Extendo clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia -125 against Marlins. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep. Marlins are home. I can't believe you're getting that good of a price. It's actually kind of fishy. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Excuse the pun, but it's kind of fishy.
First time starter, but the first timers go 3 or 4 innings, right? So then how much you're not going to blow the game in 3 innings at start, right?
Not likely. I mean, I'll take my chances of that than take the chances in the Marlins and their bullpen. I'll tell you that right now. Give me the Phillies.
Can't blame you there. All right. Maybe you want to sign back in, Steve. You're getting real choppy there with the video and the audio. So sign in, sign back out again. So
you know what I think? I got to close off the other one that I was in before.
There you go. That's probably what's happening.
Eat up the resources. Too much background open.
Yeah.
Too many windows open. Too many windows.
Got to close the windows.
Stop flying in. Stop flying in.
The flies start coming in. Everything like
fly in, and then everything gets all fuzzy.
Get buggy. You get the buggies in.
Yeah, the bugs start flying in the windows.
All right, so we got the next games here, Ron. We'll go Rockies, Brewers, Rock and Brews. That's a nice club there to go watch music. Rock and Blues, but Rocks and Brews. Rockies and Brewers, Twins, Royals, Mariners, Cardinals. There's one about 10 miles from my house. Really good cover bands play there. All right, Ron, what do you got in those 3?
In these 3 here, you look Rock and Blues, rock and brews. I think I'm going to rock with some brews. You look, Freddie Peralta been solid over his last three. Well, Freeland on the road, definitely not where I like to put my money, but you got to give it to him. His last time out against the Braves, he went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, only 1 earned run, no walks in that one. So he looked pretty good, did Kyle Freeland, and it started getting in that one. So you know what? I think he has another good start here, does Freeland. He's over 15.5 outs. I think he can get through. I think he starts that 6th inning, gets us that 1 out. And then after that, it doesn't matter what he does. But I think we got a pitcher's duel on our hand here early in that one between Rock and Bruce. I think he'll go pitch for pitch with Peralta, and both those guys go deep. So I like the under full game, and I also like Freeland over his outs. Probably take Peralta over his outs as well, because I think both of those starters go deep. Take the under 7.5 there. And it's Walker on the mound. Woods Richardson, you look, he had a nice go at things, but he was a reliever turned starter, and it's looking like those starting pitching minutes are coming back to haunt him. It's passed farther than he's pitched, and his pitch count's getting up there on the season. And Walker's having a great season for the Royals in this one. And you look, his last couple starts, sure. He pitches well, and he gives up 2 runs or 3 runs or fewer in 9 of his last 10. I'll give him the one little blip in that Cleveland game, Divisional 1, where he had that blip. But other than that, he's been solid. So I got to go with the Royals in that one. And Seattle and St. Louis.
Seattle, St. Louis.
I don't like Castillo on the road. I don't trust Castillo at all. And Miles Michaelos at home, he's not bad. He has good starts and bad starts is what you get at home. He is not where he's pitched his best all year, but I think he has one of those starts here that he does enough, and St. Louis gives him enough run support. And I'm going to go with the St. Louis and the plus price in that one. Just don't trust Castillo on the road.
It is tough to do that. Of course, Walker is on, you guess it, a contract year. All right, we've gone over to Steve.
Of course.
Rockies Brewers.
Rockin' Brewers.
I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to take Colorado first 5 money line. It's Freeland on there. Freeland has been pitching really well. Milwaukee at that price. So I'll take a shot at the plus money. And then 210. I'll take a shot out of the yeah. I'll just go first 5 on that. Twins, I like Waka. And this price, I think it's a pretty good price considering Woods Richardson. I mean, he's had his ups and downs. Where Waka is just more consistent. I trust him a lot more. And the bullpen's pretty much match up evenly. So I'll take Waka in Kansas City there. And I because I don't like Michaelis. I say it, changes it all the time. Michaelis is an insta-fade to me, but like you said, I don't like Castillo on the road. I'd like to go the over if you can trust the Mariner bats to get there. That's the problem. But maybe against Michaelis, I might be able to. I slightly into the over. I don't really like that game.
All right, that from Steve. All right, the ones I like here, this format and this set of games here. Let me see if I move my browser down here. Let's see. Maybe I went too far. Let's see. We're going Rockies, the Rocky game, right? Rockies, and then we got the Twins and Royals. So I'll be looking at this one here with the KC here. Wood Richardson starting to wear down a little bit for these younger pitchers. Past 6 starts, ERA 4.5. He's dealing with control issues. Waka's allowed 2 runs or fewer in 6 of his past 7 starts. Although both bullpens are struggling, but KC with that good home record. Twins as road dogs have even under higher this year, 9-20, losing 10 units. I'll take KC in that spot. Rocks and Brews. Rock and Brews. Give me the under. Under 8 Brews. Under 8 Brews here. I can't handle more than 8 Brews. So I'm going under 8 Brews here with Rock and Brews. Rockies hitting 199 past 7. Freeland not on a contract year, got a large contract, so he's pitching well. Allowed his past 3 games, allowing 2 earned runs or less. Peralta past 4 games, an ERA of 1.61. Brewers have been struggling at the plate as well, so we'll go under there. Mariners and St. Louis here. Castillo's been getting hurt by the home run ball, but again, it's about Michaelis, right? Tough to trust. And believe it or not, Seattle started to hit the ball. I don't know where this is coming from. Over their past 7, hitting 261, putting 5.5 runs a game. The Cardinals bullpen past 10, ERA 5.5. I'll look at Seattle in that spot. All right, let's continue here with the morning show. Tony'sPicks.com YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, get our picks. We're here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here with the morning show. All right, let's continue here with next series of games on this baseball card here. We don't neglect baseball, guys. We've studied this sport for 5.5 months. We're not going to toss all that work away. Yankees, Cubs, Angels, Rangers, Tigers, Athletics. We go to Rod.
Yeah, you look at this one here for Oakland. JT Ginn getting the start again, and you know what? He hasn't been bad. He just keeps improving. Or one of these relievers turned starters type position. Is his 2 starting starts. He's went 11 innings and giving him 9 hits, 6 earned runs. Not bad on the walks. Give up a couple home runs, and he just seems to be improving. His first start, he went out and he pitched 67 pitches. And then his next time out, he was at 88. So this will be his 3rd start as a starter. So I'm going to go with the Oakland team here. I don't see who's on the mound for Detroit. I'm still looking at TBD. So I'm going to guess
Ty Madden expected. Ty Madden.
Yeah. This is one of those Cater Montero spots that I was expecting to see. But either way, it's going to be probably one of them bullpenny type games for Detroit in this one. And it's one of those get out days as well. So give me Oakland. Detroit got the win yesterday. Give me Oakland here in that one. And then the Dodgers and the Guardians. You look at that one.
I think you're moving ahead on that one. You're moving ahead. It was Yanks.
Did I jump ahead?
Yanks, Cubs, Angels, Rangers, Tigers, Athletics. There you go.
My service jumped way ahead on that one. It was like whoa, way ahead on that one. Yeah. And you look at the Yankees and Cubs, and it's Cole on the mound, and Cole's turning it up. He's looking like playoff Cole. And anytime I see Jameson Tyone on the mound, going against his old team, so he might have a few things to go. But when we've seen pitchers go against their old team seems to have their number. They know their little idiosyncrasies of where the pitch gets released, those type of things, and they usually get rocked. So I'm going to take the Yankees on the run line. One of those, I'm going to take it on the extendo run line, minus the 2.5. I'm going to add it to the extendo parlay as well for the Yankees there over Cole and Tyone. I think they beat up on the Cubs in that one today. And the other one was Texas?
Texas Angels, yep.
Texas Angels. And the Angels got the win yesterday in that first game of the series here. And you come back here in this one, and for me, it's Heaney on the mound. Woo. Heaney hasn't been a dog. He's been pitching really well his last 3. Lights out, Andrew Heaney. I think that continues here. Solid pitching from Heaney. Is he in a contract year? Because all of a sudden he come out of nowhere and then started pitching lights out like he's trying to win a Cy Young award. Going against Caden Dana on the other side, he made his debut and went 6 innings. Only gave up 2 hits. But for me, he gave up 4 walks in that and 1 home run. So he was lucky to get the win. He's lucky that the Seattle Bats weren't hot at that time when he faced them. Because as Tony said, the Seattle Bats are hot now. They're eating up. But definitely they weren't then. So for me in that one, I got to go with Texas big on the bounce back here in that one.
There you go. For I think it's the first time we said this all season. Mariners Bats heating up. It's been a long drought. All right, we go on over to Steven.
Yankees, Cubs. Another insta fade with Talon. It was it is his old team, but I mean, and they'll have a read on him, but everybody has a read on him. He blows. So, give me the Yankees in the run line there for sure. In Texas, it seems like they came out of the gates like with that bit of a hangover, and then they started getting nervous about whether they were going to be able to get their game back again. And now all the pressure's off again, and they can try to make some semblance of something with their season. I think that the pressure of being the champions got to them this year. And now it's just everything's loosened up. You get to play for now. So against an Angels team that is not very good, I'll take the Rangers. And the Tigers, like I said, this week they've been a thorn in my freaking side. I didn't bet them yet. I didn't bet that game yesterday. And even though I picked the Athletics, of course the Tigers win. But I'm taking the Athletics again here. I'll take them at home. Pitching, it looks like pitching's going to be pretty much a wash. So I kind of like the Athletics bats a little better. So I'll take that. I'll take the A's.
There from Steve. I'll tell you what I think about these games here. I'm going to take Cole. Cole's been strong here with the Yankees. Last 6 starts, ERA under 2. Whip of 1.12. Tayano over his past 5 games, ERA over 5. The Yankees bats have been hot over the past 7. They've been doing well against right-handers on the road. Look at the Yankees in that spot. Texas and the Angels. It's tough really to take the Angels here. Heaney in his past 3 starts allowed 1 earned run in 15 innings. So the Rangers right now in really good form. The Angels hitting poorly over their past 7, just 200. I'll look at the Rangers there. Tigers and Athletics continue here with the under. You know, game one was under after 9 innings, 9-9. Then we had that extra inning nonsense. They go under yesterday. Detroit not hitting over their past 7, and their bullpen has been outstanding. ERA 1.09 over their past 10. Man, this bullpen has been fantastic here for this Tigers team. And, of course, when Oakland has played these really weak-hitting teams or weak-scoring teams, they've gone under in 15 to 25 this year at home. Go under there. Dodgers and Guardians. I'm going to go over. It's going to be 100 degrees over. It's hot. It's a really hot. It's a day game. Going to be hot in L.A. Ball's going to carry. Bybee, past 3 starts, has been giving up 3 homers, 10 earned runs there. He's been beat up a little bit. Flattery in his 3 home starts, 9 runs, 4 homers, and 17 in the 3rd innings in his past 3 at home. Dodgers are hitting right now. So are the Guardians. Dodger bullpen creeping up with an ERA over 4 over the past 10. Hot weather in L.A., home runs. Bring your glove if you're in the pavilions or maybe in the that left and right field corner because it's going to be a hot day. Ball's going to carry. There, I screwed that one up too, right? I covered that game. I shouldn't have covered it. I went too far there. But anyway, we got them all through. Let's continue here on our morning show. Let's get to the next, the final 3 games.
He is in a contract year, isn't he? By the way,
I think so.
He is in a contract year. This is his last year. He signed a 2-year one back in 2023. So this is his last year. So he's a free agent in 2025. So yeah, that's why he's picked it up.
Yeah, of course.
Watch out for
never fails.
He's in a contract here, so that's why he's picked it up here down the stretch. He's starting to pitch lights out.
Yep, there you go. Always good to know, guys. Look at these contracts down the stretch. There's some money to be made here. We follow some throughout the years. So that's something important to look at.
Guys with some motivation.
Yeah,
to collect that paycheck is what they're trying to do. I got to be good here for the last couple of months. So
that the wife and of course the agent on the phone. Hey guys, we got a contract. It's a contract here. So the agent's definitely on the phone making sure this dude they're getting their work done right.
Yeah. And the wife going, "Hey, I just upgraded the bathroom for another 10 grand. Is that
okay?" Oh, you're gonna get paid next year. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, let's close out baseball with Giants, Padres, Guardians, Dodgers, and your Sunday night baseball tonight to watch with Sunday night football. D-backs and Astros. Pretty good matchup there. Start with Rod.
Yeah, you look at this one, the Guardians taking on the Dodgers here and Bybee on the mound. You know what? I just got to go with the Guardians. Dodgers in this series haven't looked the greatest. They looked good, not bad last time out, but here in this one against Bybee, I think Bybee can slow up the bats of the Dodgers. They haven't seen him at all in his career. Bybee, his last couple starts, he's went 11 innings, 10 hits, 6 earned runs. He did have a couple little blip starts there, I would say, but he's definitely turned it on that last time out against the Royals. As long as he doesn't walk, that's I find with Bybee. If he's not walking guys, he's good. So I think he has a solid start there, gets off for it. And you look at Jack Flaherty on the mound, he's like win one, lose one, wins one, loses one. I just don't trust him here in this spot. I think the Guardians bats can get to him and get us a win there at the plus price. In that one, And you look at the other side, I think it's just pure bounce back here. Musgrove for the Padres on the mound, going against the Giants, who did get the win yesterday. But with Musgrove on the mound, over his last 3, he's 2-0 with a sub-2 ERA, definitely pitching well. 3-0 with a 2.08 in day games. So I love the Padres and Musgrove to get a bounce back and beat up on the Giants in that one. And then it's Verlander on the mound for in the Sunday nighter against Ryan Nelson. And Ryan Nelson definitely pitching better than Verlander. Verlander's been a fade. It's only at a minus 150. They're almost kind of like trying to, come on, you want to take Houston. Their bats are better. Verlander hasn't been good. So I would lean at taking Arizona first 5 because I think they can get to Verlander. And then later on, that Arizona bullpen can definitely give it up. But we know the Astros love to hit late. So it's kind of like Arizona first 5, Houston full game. I can see it. But give me Arizona first 5. I think they can get to Verlander and have a lead after 5.
And from Rod, we'll go over to Steven.
Yeah, gonna be. This is one time where we're on the same page here, pretty much straight across. I like the over in that game too, in the Dodgers Guardians, and I like the Guardians to win the game just at the price. Again, plus 144. I think this is going to be a pretty even game. I don't think anybody's going to be blowing anybody out in this game. It'll be high. It'll be a lot of runs, but back and forth. So I'll take the plus money with the Guardians, and I'll take the over on that one. San Diego, yeah, I got to take Musgrove. I can't see San Diego losing twice in a row against San Francisco. San Francisco is a home run, big hitting type of team. They don't really hit in volume, and Musgrove is really good at against teams like that. So he doesn't give up too many home runs. So I think I'll take San Diego here, and I'll take them on their run line actually. And D-backs Astros. Nelson has been playing like didn't have a good start, but he's been really good in the second half. And like I said, Verlander's kind of struggled. I don't know. It might be time. It might be time for him. Not too far away. I don't think he'd ever convince him of that, but it might be. So I got to take Arizona there.
There you go from Steve. A contract year for Nelson. So Nelson there.
I was just going to ask that.
There you go. Contract year also. Yeah. Well, he wants to pitch in the postseason because he was the one pitcher that sucked last year down the stretch, and he didn't even see much of the postseason either. Right. So that's what happened there with Nelson. So Nelson.
He got snubbed in the last season.
The snub. Yeah, that's why they went to the World Series, guy. We sat you. That's how we made the World Series. There we go. You guys got my skill there on the Guardians and Dodgers over 8.5. Giants Padres. I'm going to take the Padres run line here. Musgrove 1 earned run or fewer than 6 of his past 7. I like the Padres in a bounce back spot here, especially with his Giants bats over their past 7, 2-15. The Giants are 7-14 against the division. So I'll take the Padres run line in this spot. And in this Arizona game, I'm going to go over 8 here. Nelson, I know he's pitched well, but Verlander has been pounded over his past 4 starts, ERA 7. Arizona over their past 7 put up 6 runs a game. But here's the issue with the Diamondbacks right now is their bullpen has been hammered here. ERA 8.5 over their past 10 games. We know Nelson doesn't go very deep in games. So I like the over in that one here tonight. All right, we got you through this baseball card. So now it's time to turn our attention to WNBA. And I got a question for the schedule maker. What the hell are you doing scheduling 5 games against NFL Week 1 Sunday? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. All right, Rod, I know you did some videos.
I got to head out, guys. I could only come in for ball. I got to go. I got to get to work.
What do you got for sale? What do you got for sale, Steven?
Oh, like I said, I got a best bet in the NFL, and I got 3 NFL picks, and I'll have some 3-game packages and stuff as the day goes on for sure. So we'll be watching out for that.
There you go. All right. So have a great one, Steve. Talk with you later. All right, Rod, we got 5 WNBA this week. I know you did some videos over at TonySmith.com. Look for Rod's videos from TonySmith.com YouTube channel for WNBA and more. He's producing more on-demand content. But Rod, how are you handling this WNBA card today?
Yeah, WNBA, you look at there's a lot of games here that definitely have plenty of playoff implications. So definitely go check those out. One thing when I did make the video, The Reese news didn't drop until after I had made the videos. Reese out for the rest of the season. She's been sidelined. There's an injury there for the Sky. That's why that line is skyrocketed in favor of Dallas. I'm going to touch on it. I don't like Dallas. I even without Reese in there. I know she loves to scoop with the rebound, but the next woman up, as they say, in that one, the Sky are battling for a playoff spot. They're holding in a playoff spot right now between the Sky, the Dream, and the Mystics. Sky have 12 wins, Dream have 12 wins, Mystics have 11 wins, and they're battling. So the Sky are holding down that 8th spot in the WNBA. I would lean to the Sky plus the points. That's why the big line move in that one. So as I said in the video, I like the Sky. I still like the Sky. Take the Sky plus the points. You look at this Lynx and Washington. As I said, Washington is battling for a playoff spot. Minnesota's trying to hang on to that second spot. So we got a battle on in that one. So give me the under 61. One of those playoff games between these two that I think the defense ramps up from the Lynx, who are second best in the NBA and the WNBA at defending the rim. So I like the under in that one. Vegas and New York. The Liberty haven't played a whole lot of basketball lately, but this Vegas team, they're on the Don't Forget About Us tour because they've definitely been beating teams and hanging around and getting wins and playing solid defending champs basketball. And you're going to give me 5 here with them? I would lead to that, but I like the under as the play in that one. And then the big line mover, we've seen the Suns skyrocket to double digits favorites now with good reason because they're battling the Lynx for that second seed in the WNBA playoff rounds. Sparks have been eliminated from the playoff contention. So how much motivation do the Sparks have in this one? You know what? I think it's a lot. I do. And now you're going to give me 10.5? These are the games that the Sparks get up for. For some reason, the Sparks, they just are like, yeah, I don't know. Let's play today. And they play against the good teams. And the Suns here, and you're going to give me double digits with the Sparks. Suns aren't covering double-digit spreads. We know the number is 14 and 33 are double-digit favorites covering that spread this year in the WNBA. Just doesn't happen. So give me the Sparks plus the points in that one.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, the one game I like here. I like the under here with the Sun and the Sparks. You look at the defense the Sun is playing. They're second in defensive efficiency since the Olympic break, holding teams to 97 points per 100 possessions. And the Sparks are dead last in offensive efficiency since the break. So I'm going to look here at an under here. And they've been doing well here with my model in this WNBA. I had to put some premiums up here, but man, we'll go under here. I've been hitting these late with my single games. All right, now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment. Rod, a parlay peripheral for today.
Parlay peripheral, we're going to go with extra. We're going to go into the MLB, and we're going to take the extendo parlay. We're going to take the Yankees minus 2.5. We're going to take the Phillies minus 2.5, and we're going to take the Texas Rangers minus 2.5. The extendo bird clip, as you say, in the MLB today.
There you go. And of course, I know Rod has a birdcage video up there as well. So check him out over at Tony Speaks YouTube channel. All right, my 3-team parlay from NFL tonight. Or today, it's going to be the Cardinals at plus 6.5, Broncos plus 6.5, and the Cowboys at plus 2.5 there with my 3-team parlay here from the NFL. All right, Rod, what do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And over Tony's Picks, I've got a 5-pack in today's NFL, plus my 10-star play of the day that's on 41-30 run. Don't forget to use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 50% off all your purchases. And hey, pair me up, me and Tony. We're going to have a big day together. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. That way, when you're on something long-term, you don't miss out on those late steam plays. I threw one for baseball yesterday. I got some late information and took the Blue Jays first 5. And it was a nice plus money winner. So you don't want to miss out on those plays and have those emailed to you when you're on something long-term. So jump aboard over at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right.
Link in the description.
That's right. Link in the description. Any long-term pass, if the cappers put a pick in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, that play is emailed to you directly to your email box. Just note late steam there for the long-term subscribers. All right. I've got a best bet on board as well. The multi-packs will get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Remember the promo code Tony T will save you 15% off all packages, 2-for-1 capper. Really good right now. Hit the best bet yesterday here with Illinois. Looking to get another one in home for you guys today here on Tony at TonySpix.com. All right, Rob, before we leave this, today, any last words? Any closing?
I'm excited. You know me. I'm excited to see what the Dolphins do this year. I am a homer, definitely. That offense, I'm loving to see they're healthy. Last season, we definitely question marks all over that offense with players, and we got a healthy unit. They stay healthy. Watch out. Top offense in the NFL, and going to be tough to beat them, even in a shootout. That defense, what I seen in the preseason, didn't scare me a whole lot. I thought it was going to be worse. There were teams that I figured we were going to see third stringers, second stringers that were going to get worked, and they didn't. They held some guys down in the preseason. So I'm kind of excited what the Dolphins defense is going to bring this year as well.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as what people think. So I'm excited and high on the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins to win their division.
Yeah, but week 1 NFL, a lot of weird things happen. A lot of issues with special teams. We'll see. Sometimes special teams cost you points, covers, cost you wins. So keep an eye there. Don't overreact on week 1. Just watch it and learn from that. All right. If someone asked about the NFL, we did the NFL to start the show. So just rewind the live show. Just rewind it, and we got the entire NFL covered for you. So we covered NFL, baseball, WNBA. So wherever you joined us in, you can rewind the video and go back and check out the NFL. We got all games covered. All right, that's going to do it for the show, guys. Thanks for joining us. We're going to wake up, guys. You guys make it a winning day. We'll catch up later tomorrow here on the 26 Morning Show.